Hi friends, my name is Lisa Schmidt and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to Saturday in the studio. Like I said, I'm going to use one stamp set and make 2 fun folds. I told you that on Wednesday. And I can't wait to show you because it's super cute. And I did tell you once before when I made something with it, I would revisit this stamp set because there's just so much. So let's go ahead and get started. So the stamp set I want to show you is from the mini catalog. We call it the Holiday Mini. And always I want to remind you, if you don't have one of these, please let me know. I'd be happy to mail one to you with a couple card samples in it as well. All right, so the suite that I want to use is called Gingham Cottage. The blah, blah, blah.
Suite.
The suite has everything that we see here in it. But what I want to point out is the stamp set has all these dies that are so cute for fall or Halloween or Thanksgiving or Christmas. I mean, you could just go on and on. This really fun twine. And then this paper, this Gingham Cottage paper, is actually 48 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. So it's a lot. All right.
But gingham, you can use gingham for almost anything.
Exactly. So. All right. If you came to our card cafe, this was one of our cards. So this is 7 inches by 5.5. And I scored it at, did I say it wrong?
No.
Okay. I scored it at 2 3/4, I believe.
Can you slide this way a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the wrong, space. Yep. There we go. All right. And do you mind grabbing my ruler? And then I can give exact dimensions. And then this one is a 4x4 square, and then I scored it just at 1 inch. That I know. All right, let me just double check this. I thought I knew, but I'm going to double check it here. Yep, 7 inches by 5.5, scored at, wow, 2 3/4. I was correct. Nice. So this piece is going to go right here. It's going to line up right on that line. I don't want it too far over. I don't want this showing. I want it right there. So I'm going to, and this is crumb cake, by the way. Crumb cake. When I was using it, I was thinking about how many of you remember the Entenmann's crumb cake. It was so good. I don't even know if they still make that. Do you know what I'm talking about? In New York, it was really popular.
It was bigger in New York than
here. Really popular in New York. Anyway, so there we are, my little flap. And I'm going to...
We were more Sara Lee here.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm going to go ahead and use my gingham paper. I could use either side. I'm going to choose to use this side and put that on my little flap here. So if this was 2 3/4, then this paper is 2.5 by 5.25. Just go in 1/4 inch. Okay. All right. I'm going to stick my card inside. Question mark. Yes, I am. Thinking, yes, I'm not going to stamp anything on it. I'm going to go ahead and add this to the inside, which covers up my little, if you want to call it a mechanism. It's not any fancy mechanism, but I suppose. And I do want that really scored nicely because it's going to sit like this. All right, I cut a piece of paper, a piece of cardstock, and this one I want to say is 3x4. No, it's 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and it's going to go here. But first, before I do that, I'm going to stamp on it. So, did I even show you? I don't think I just showed you in the magazine, in the catalog. I didn't show you. So, cottage wreaths. This is what I was saying. We have all these different kinds of wreaths, and we've got a bow. We've got more greens, Halloween, winter, fall, Thanksgiving, or just fall. And then we've got Christmas with the holly and the berries and the pines. Hello, grateful, Merry Christmas, boo. Some people just make life better. So I'm going to stamp on here, and I'm going to use crumb cake as my base. And remember, I'm using this pad because, I'm going to flip it over so you can see the Stampin' Up! Side. There we go. I'm using this pad because it's photopolymer, and so it really does make it stand out a lot nicer. I am going to put a word underneath this, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on there. And then using Calypso Coral, I will go ahead and stamp my leaves. Now, this is a distinctive stamp set which means when I stamp my leaves, they are going to come out, just trying to cover some of the branches there. They're going to come out in different kind of shades. So you see that? That's exactly the way it's made to be, where some are lighter and some are darker. That's called distinctive.
So if you don't have one of those mats, it's the Stampin' Pierce mat. It's $5. And if you want to see it, it is on page 149 in the catalog.
Thank you. And I'm just going to stamp the little word grateful underneath here in our Calypso Coral. Now, that alone is darling, and I will go ahead and adhere this, and then I'll make it even cuter. That's right. Cuteness is so fun. All right, so let's go ahead and put this here. This would be closed, so it'd be like this. Put this here. Well, in our dies here, nope, in our dies here, this one's kind of big to fit in there, there is a bow. Maybe it's over there, but there is a bow. That's okay. Oh, this right here. So there is a little bow. That's not the one I'm using.
It's the outline.
It's the outline. That's okay. So there is a bow that we can use. I think it might even be, there it is, behind it. So this bow it has some detail in it. You can see that here. See the detail in the bow? And I'm going to die cut out similar, the same out of here, the same paper, and make a bow. But look how fun, all the detail in it. Now you could stamp a bow and then use this, or just use the outline like Dave said. And I'm going to grab a glue dot boop, boop, and stick this on like this right here. Oh, you know what? We could actually, sorry. I'm not going to do a glue dot. I'm going to do a mini dimensional. That's really what I wanted, because I think it just fits behind there. So we'll grab a little mini dimensional and put it right there and get rid of that. And we're going to stick this right on the top there. We can even fluff this up. You could even do more if you wanted to. The last thing I'm going to add to this is we have to add a little gem or something. I'm going to come down. Maybe not.
What are you doing?
I was trying to come closer. So I'm going to use an elegant faceted gem and go ahead and put one on here because I think these are just really pretty. I think I'm going to choose this one and stick it right in the middle there. Look how cute it is. Oh my goodness. Set that aside. Isn't that darling? Not difficult at all, and yet super, super cute.
Very fun.
Did you have any announcements today?
Yes.
All right. And then I have one more card to make. It's going to be a Christmas card.
Sure.
All right.
So just to remind you that right now, during the month of September, we have Perfect Partners going on.
Perfect.
So Perfect Partners are dies that go with our stamp sets that are only available this month. So if you already have the stamp set, you can just buy the dies, or if you don't, buy the bundle because you always save money on the bundle. So you can see we have the Yetis, we have the trees, we have the apples, we have all the fruits.
All sorts of things. The piggies. Don't forget the playful piggies.
That's
They're
right.
my
Playful
favorite.
piggies like we used on Wednesday. Those are available in here. And as you saw on Wednesday, things like the wagon and the pennants, there's so many things in here that can be used even apart from the pigs, the little grass, all that stuff. So Perfect Partners going on between now and the end of the month.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna make one more card, but this time we're gonna make it a Christmas card. So I'm gonna set this one aside. We'll come back to that and show you. And I'm gonna use Mary Merlot.
Cherry cobbler.
Sorry, it is cherry cobbler. Thank you, cherry cobbler. Cherry cobbler, and score that same design, same stamp set, same paper, but I'm going to take it up a notch. So I'm doing the same thing here, just adding my designer series paper. I do like the smaller check as opposed to the big check. So, and it also has a little bit more color. I don't know. That's cute too, but I already put adhesive on, so we're going to stick it on this side like that. And then this one I actually scored at a 1/2 inch for no other reason than that's what I did. I scored it and went, oh, I think I want it bigger. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't. I think you'll see that a lot in my stamping. That's fine. You could have it a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. I know sometimes we want exact measurements, and that's okay too. All right. Now on
So
here,
often we use tools and sometimes don't even mention them. You see Lisa use the bone folder all the time. Bone folder is great for getting those nice crisp creases.
It's really bone.
It's not bone.
It is too. Go
It is
ahead.
not.
Stop. It is.
It's $7. It is available on page 155 of the annual catalog.
All right. It actually is. But okay. So instead of stamping this time, you'll notice in here we have these wonderful dies for the wreaths. Okay, I can do it. There's so many dies in this kit. So many. Now I could stamp the wreath. Let me just show you that on this one. I could stamp the wreath and die cut it out, right? And then I'd have that fun little, the edges and all of that. I could stamp the wreath. One more, sorry. Ugh, it's stuck on. Clearly I haven't used this one. Wow. I could stamp it and cut it a little bit bigger, okay? But instead, what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and die cut out the two wreaths. One has is a little bit more, this one is more solid, and this one has a little bit more space, if we can call it that. So this one I'm going to die cut in garden green. So this is my garden green, and I'm just going to grab this, and this would be a great thing to use your the wheel that we have, because you could roll them and it would come all out, but I'm just going to use this. I'm going to be done by the time you find it. It's probably over here at the dimensionals. Actually, it is. So that's a perfect time to use this little wheel and take off this side, unscrew that, screw this in, and be able to...
So the brush attachment for the take your pick.
Yep, the brush attachment. Thank you. Oh yeah, there are some more in there. Okay, so I will use that, and I'm going to flip it over and see if I can get some more out on this side. Yep. And then there are just a couple more here, the middles. So let's just pop those out. So that's what I usually do, is I use the brush first and then pop out whatever has not completely come out. Or honestly, on this one, it doesn't really matter. Okay, but it matters because I'm already started. What?
So leave it.
What?
So leave it.
So leave it. I know. Okay. I'm going to show you on this one. Okay, so there's one die. And then I die cut the next one in evening evergreen. Let's do the same thing here and get rid of some of those little pieces. And it just layers so nicely. Flip it over, try to get rid of some more. There we go. See, I got rid of all of them except for one. Just one little one right there. Okay. This is going to sit right on top of this. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one on, because this is and I'm just going to use my regular adhesive.
And when you get the brush tip for the take your pick, it does come with two of the foam pads to put underneath it so that you can pop out all those little pieces.
Say it again. Oh, it comes with two of these.
Yes.
Oh, I had forgotten that. Wow. Yeah, it comes with two of these. Nice. Okay. And then this one is going to go on top of this. And this would have been a good one if I had cut it out using the
adhesive sheets.
Yes, the adhesive sheets. But I did not think of that when I was so excited about designing this. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. And that will be just fine. And flip that over. And I'm going to put it right on top, except I have that little piece and a little piece there. Go away. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and stick this on right here. Isn't that pretty? I think it's really pretty. So I'm just going to hold that there for a moment. And underneath, we can put Merry Christmas. But don't forget our little bow. So let's go ahead and stick our little bow on. And there's one more thing here that I just ripped my bow. That's okay. I'm still going to make it work. I'm going to stick my bow on like that. And it's very delicate. What can I say? If I rip it again, though, then I'm in trouble. I'll get some adhesive here. Put some right there. I'm good. I'm all good, friends. No need to worry. No need to fear because that's going to get covered anyway. All right, so there's our little, push that a little further. There we go. So there's our little wreath. And then we are going to stamp Merry Christmas on the bottom using our cherry cobbler. I just thought this was, I just think it's really, really, really pretty. So let's see if we can get that somewhat straight. I did not use the pad, but that's okay. All right, and then I'm ready to go ahead and stick all of this on here. I'm doing it backwards from what I usually do because I don't want to squish my bow. So I'm going to put adhesive on here and stick this on just like that. And the last thing we have, I need to put a gem on here. I thought it would be really fun to do this clear one. I'm using the same gems. I'm just going to use this part of my take your pick because then I'll take it apart. I am going to cover up that part of the bow that I ripped and it still looks great. Look at how cute that is. And all I need that I apparently didn't bring over is a piece of vanilla to put inside. Here it is. Yes, I did. So let's go ahead and pop that inside and we are all set. This goes right in here. You could stamp something fun inside, but look how cute that is. So I really like the difference between the die cut and the stamped. I just think it's really, really cute. I'd like to show you one last thing. If we stamp this, I just want to show you what that looks like in the green, because I did do that. And then there are also berries we could add to it. So there are berries to stamp. And when I switched gears, I didn't die cut out the berries. So let's just go ahead and stamp this just to show you in Evening Evergreen. You could do another layer with a different color. You could do the crumb cake or a different color underneath. But we have these little berries, which I thought just looked so very cute. Now I could die cut out the little berries for the other one I made. But for this one, I'm going to fix that one berry. There we go. Isn't that cute? I think that's really fun. And that I'll keep my thumb right there. I think that's really fun. And, you could stamp and die cut a bow. I just think it's really cute.
You could also die cut berries.
Yes, sorry. Did you hear me say that? I did say that. Yep. You could also die cut out the berries. So you could stamp those and die cut out right here with this little die. My goodness, this tape is really sticking. You could die cut out the little berries and put them popped up.
Yep.
Be really, really cute.
Very fun.
So many things. So I just wanted to show you because at first I stamped them with the berries and I thought, oh, that's really fun. And then I saw this and I was like, ooh, I think I'm going to do a die cut one because I don't know if it's taking it up a notch. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
just
know that
different
it's
looks.
just a different look. So there you have it, friends. So there are our cards using cottage wreaths and using the whole kit and caboodle, as they say. Don't know who they is, but using the whole suite. And I see some smudges, and that just means place for more embellishments. I'm all good with that. All right, friends, I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. I will see you on Monday. And until then, make sure you stamp this weekend, like the page, share it with a friend, and happy stamping.